Alright, yo, what's up, guys? So today I'm just gonna do like a little review. It'll be short. But I got a new comic book yesterday, and before we get to that, I'll show you what I got in it. So basically with the thing, I got this thing right here, like a little magazine type thing for it. And yeah. Just stuff about like upcoming books and stuff that are getting released and stuff. And kind of has some book related stuff in it, like the new Star Wars one right there. And yeah, that was probably the best store I've been in. Yeah, I think for the most part, that was probably the best store I've been into, because of the fact that, like, they have, like, older stuff there, like, more valuable ones, and, you know, just, like, more valuable comic books and stuff. Like, I know they had a lot of ones that were almost up to $200. Those are like the really valuable ones. And then I know they had a Venom Lethal Protector, a Venom Lethal Protector comic book that I was looking for a really long time, but I didn't have the money for it at that moment, because yeah, I didn't have the money for it. It was like $45, which is in my affording range most of the time, but I know I couldn't afford it then, and what sucks is that I don't live there, or don't live here, so I won't really be able to go there all the time like some of the other ones, because I live in Vegas, Las Vegas, and this is Scottsdale, Arizona right now. And yeah, it's a nice little shop. I think it's probably the best one I've been to, because it has more selection and they have more older ones and stuff. But that kind of sucked that I didn't have the money. I guess that's my own fault though, for buying all that stuff in Oregon, but I don't really regret that. I really don't, because I got some cool stuff from there. And yeah. And the owner for the shop said we could even do deals on, like, over the phone and stuff. But anyway, here's one last look for this newspaper thing. And then here's a card thing. I know you can't see it, but it says Fantastic Worlds Comics, Scottsdale, Arizona. So if you guys live there, then I suggest going there. But for the great finale, I will show, oh, you guys kind of saw it there for a second. Anyway, I'm about to show you this, and yeah. So it's basically a Wolverine comic, and it's pretty nice, I thought. Like, when I looked at it, I thought it was pretty cool, so I bought it. If I go to that same comic book store today, then I'm gonna buy an Iron Man one or something like that. Yeah, I'll probably buy like an Iron Man comic or something, or Batman or something. I wish I had the money for that Venom one. Might get a Venom one, but anyway, here's the Wolverine comic. I don't really read comic books, so I really won't know what will happen unless if I buy another one and read it. But for comic books, I think they're mainly just to be collected and not really meant to be opened. And that's my opinion. You can have a different opinion for that, but I think they're mainly meant to be collected, because if you don't open the sleeve on them, then they'll retain their value. Like, let's say you bought, I don't know, the Black Era cover of Venom Lethal Protector, and if you open that, then the value drops on it. And if you, like, read a comic book, the value drops on it too. But, like, I preferably like to get the books that are in the sleeves and not in the like outside of the sleeves like they're doing now, because they don't have much value, and I don't think they look all that cool, in my opinion. That's just me. But anyway, here's a Wolverine. Like, what I think might happen in the comic is that he probably gets buried alive or something, and kind of comes out of the ground. It is a good price for it, $3. Anyway, here's one last look for it. It's a pretty good book. I like the cover of it. I think it came out in the 90s because of the fact that, like, you know, this part, like, most comic books, so basically most comic books from the 90s to the early 2000s have that Marvel Comics logo type thing. Like, I know they're not doing that anymore. It's just Marvel. They don't have that really cool thing there anymore. I think they stopped doing that in the late 90s or the early 2000s. So I think this, by the art on this, I think it's probably early 90s, mid 90s, maybe, I don't know, 97, 98, maybe early 2000s, like 2001 or 2. But anyway, here's one last look for it, or look at it, I mean. It's a pretty good issue. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I just wanted to show you guys it and stuff. I don't think you guys care or anything, but like I said yesterday, I'm gonna be doing like unboxings and reviews like that and stuff. So yeah, I'll just, I know every now and then I buy comic books, so I'll review them. From the average amount I buy is either from 2 to 3, because you know, comic books with that you buy from the store, like the physical store, they're like $20 just for 3 of them, while like I got a stack of them, like maybe that thick, from a friend that was for almost $20. I know I had around 20 and I kind of rounded it up with change, but yeah, it was a really good deal for that. And they were really old ones too, like ones from, some of them were from the 60s and stuff, like Thor. There was an Act of Vengeance issue for Thor, and then there was one like where he was fighting a monster, but and the Act of Vengeance one was the one where there's like different people like Nova and stuff, and like Thor is like facing that way or that way, and then Juggernaut is facing towards Thor too. I know there's this one Thor issue that I'd really like to buy that is basically it's just Thor's hammer. Like all you see is Thor's fist and his hammer, and Juggernaut's kind of walking towards him. But anyway, that'll be for it for today. I might vlog later, but I don't think I will, to be honest. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that. Please like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. I'll leave it in the description, and that'll be it for today. Bye.